All right, we're back. Now here's hoping that everything is still working okay. Didn't touch anything, just turned it off and on again. Didn't even reload anything. So hopefully we're working fine. Let's find out. I need to hit the need to do the links anyway. Just turned it off and on again. Didn't. Yep. No, it looks good. Excellent. Donation link in effect. Just gotta move all this stuff around. Ruined. All right. Those on Twitch won't even know that it refreshed because it was so fast. Was on YouTube. Well, I don't think there was anybody on YouTube. At least if they were, they weren't talking. They'll have to refresh the stream. Really, Jail? Wow, so many tech issues. Are you talking about right now? Even reload anything. So hopefully we're working fine. Seems to be fine. We didn't have technical issues though. It's working.
Will you please stop saying that?
Well. Thomas has been enjoying his lead tonight. The #1 bits spot. But fully expected it would be short-lived. So, this probably isn't going to be another 12 hours, maybe like 3 or 4. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Getting like second wins and stuff like that. But we're making good progress on the editing tonight. We've got 3 videos in the can, one of which was fairly complicated. There was quite a lot of edits and additional bits to add into that. So I went, some of them we go a little bit more above and beyond. Others are just more kind of basic. So, hey, thank you, Bradshaw.
Bradshaw's studio donated $5. Just picked up The City of Death.
City of Death. That's a good one. That's a really good story. I assume you mean the DVD. Oh boy. No.
Did you hear that?
He's closing fast. I was going to say, if you ever pick up the Blu-ray of that season is in one of the Blu-ray sets. They have a couple of different presentations for City of Death. Quite nice. It really got the deluxe treatment on that set. Oh, God. Oh, he's almost caught up to Thomas. Thomas is going to have to act fast if he wants to hold his lead.
Will you please stop saying that?
Well, I don't know. Loner one says, do you ever sleep, Z? You were on when I went to bed last night. It's mid-afternoon now. Wow. Yeah. Well, we went almost 12 hours on the last stream, so I've started a new stream because 12 hours is the YouTube threshold. And yeah, we've been doing a lot of editing tonight. We got these two we finished the other night. Those are rendered and done and ready to be uploaded. We did all three of these tonight. The first one was the most complicated. That took forever, but the others were a little less complicated, and we were able to finish them up fairly quickly. So we just have one more in this project file, and then there's a package opening, but I need to film a little addendum for that. I could just do it as a voiceover. I don't have to, like, film it. That's a possibility. I might do that. You're on one today. Keep it going. You're doing really well with all the work that you're currently doing. Thank you so much, Dan. I really want to have like a bunch of stuff ready to go for the 18th and beyond, so we can just kind of pick and choose. So this alone gives us almost a week if we posted like one a day. But yeah, should be good. Anyway, I was actually going to go for a smoke break. I should have done that before I restarted the stream, but I didn't want to lose all you guys because there was a lot of people already here. So, as you can see, with all the viewers we have, I show a total of 7 viewers across all the platforms we're broadcasting on. Lucky number 7. All right, enjoy some clips. I will be back shortly, and let's see if we can bang out another one. All right. Package opening is the one that Frank sent. Yeah, if you're wondering about yours, I haven't done yours yet. I'm going to do that in the Doctor Who area. What the hell, Jezebel? I just noticed where you were. What are you doing? Why are you under there? How did you get under there? There's like literally no way. Yeah, you'd be able to really guard well from there. That's great. Fudged it. God damn it, ain't. Alright. See, I mean, like, it's not... Again! I was gonna save right before. I forgot it was right there. So, again... Oh my God, that was brutal. God, but I didn't notice that, but I heard them. Okay, that's creepy.
They took my baby.
What did you put? Okay. I'll help you. It's not even that I need to be quicker. It's like I'm getting to the corner and he won't turn. Like he just won't. Great. So we just ended up in like a horror house nursery of doom and hell. Because of course we have. Great. Rubber ducky, you're my friend. Oh, hey, scrap. Yeah, just give him a bunch of, like, I don't know, cuboid shit and whatnot, and paper airplanes and things. Sure. And just a random box. And then more stupid paper airplanes and cuboid things. And, like, a ghostly, fucking terrifying woman in white. What the fuck? What? And that's where right where we ran out of time.
Hey,
The hell are you doing over there, Chum Bucket?
keep your head down.
Great view.
There's a lead slinger slinging lead yonder. If you want to keep that fine car of yours hole free, you do well just killing that long-shooting roach.
Who the hell thought?
Oh, fuck, I didn't know. Oh my god! That's hilarious.
And I can drop down and grab some of that guy's loot.
Come on.
Yes! Proud daddy moment, folks. Great. Why do you keep sitting at that one? All right, fine. I hate how long it takes to get out of that mode. Hold on. There. It took me... What? You're welcome. I was just making sure that went to him.
I owe you. I owe you.
Oh my god! Okay, those have never taken that much punishment before. Holy shit, man. I owe ya. What is it? Ed 209 manning the controls. There you go. Finally killed him. Oh my god. Okay. That was satisfying. Oh, shit! Damn! That was spectacular.
Got the car.
Yeah, I blew his tire out so he couldn't, Yeah. I'll street fighter this guy. Alright, we good? Alright. We'll head around and check the other one. Where are they?
He's up underneath the bridge.
Alright.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
Yeah. On the arch. Come down, he's come down.
Fuck! Oh, I got him. I got him.
Hey.
Yeah, you got it.
Nice.
He came down to avenge his buddy. And we
I
got
saw
each
that.
other.
Nice.
Gotta love those mutual elims, eh? It's like, I got you. What does the chicken say? Bark, 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 bark. Yeah. I honestly don't know what's causing it because, that, I guess. Yeah, there's, oh, actually, hold on. Well, fuck me. How did cat puke get on the camera? God, just cats puking everywhere. I thought it was lens flare because it disappeared when I would move. No, it was definitely some spooge on the camera. Alright, well, thank you for the dono to inform my stupid idiot ass that there's been a piece of cat vomit impeding your view for the past 2 hours.
No, neither left.
Well, holy shitballs, Jeff Messerman. Sneaking into the YouTube chat, saying something, and then immediately retracting it. Disney Classics. Which do you mean? Oh, on Disney Plus. Gotcha. I thought you meant the Disney Classics tin sets that we were looking at the other day. Well, hello, Jeff, if you're still there, and if not, well, hope you stop by again sometime. All right, well, let's see if we can finish up this project file here. And then we'll have like 7 videos just from this alone. Then I'll render these overnight and, well, over day, I guess.
Greetings, everyone. Well, I got a special update, a long time coming, the update of coming in a long time of coming today. Oh, Jesus. That's a good thing I screwed up there.
Scully donated $10.
Yay!
Film videos.
What? Film little videos? Oh, film all the videos, yes. We've done 5 so far already in however long we've been going, so huzzah.
Actually, yeah, this was all in one day.
Thanks,
crazy.
Scully. Get a nice little train of donos. Maybe that was the secret. Just stream when people are actually awake. And they'll just keep throwing money at you.
That's right. Oceans of money, just bucket loads of cash. Let's see if...
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a very special book update. Yes, one that I think is fucking bullshit. Oh, Jesus. Church just jumped down. Hey, Church, how's it going? Kona shames, like full, like legit Kona. I'm gonna help him with this food. Hold on a sec. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a book update that Heroes today on the Multimedia Chronicles.
Okay. We finally found the beginning. Everyone and donate only when Z filming. Yeah, right. No, please don't, because I might not be filming for a bit. The Disney Channel afternoon shows, yeah, maybe they should be, but we have to have a better understanding of copyrighted material. That's what's in something that's been made, plus how views have changed over the years. But I believe it, you have to learn from the past. Well, it's, yeah, with Disney, rights aren't the issue. I mean, they own all their stuff, lock, stock, and barrel. So that's not even the thing. It's like they just choose not to put content up. I mean, they own even more now than they did when they started. You know, all the Star Wars and Muppet stuff. And Marvel. Fox. Like, it just goes on and on. I know, he was, he dropped a few soundboard earlier and was creeping up on you, but then he stopped. Maybe he's giving you a chance to widen the lead a bit again. I don't know. You're his main competition right now. All right, let's see.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a book update that, quite frankly, has been a very long time coming. Now, as most of you will know, I'm a huge fan of Conan and the works of Robert E. Howard. I've picked up a number of collections of the original stories over the years, and there were a bunch of other volumes in the same set of compilations of his stories that I've been wanting to get for a very, very long time. And, well, I finally pulled the trigger on basically the last of them. There's a couple of best of compilations that I haven't picked up yet. I need to check and see how much overlap there is between that and the volumes I already have, and if it's all stuff I already have, then I just won't bother with them. But in the meantime, there's 4 more books of Robert E. Howard stories that I've been wanting to pick up for ages, and finally did. So let's check them out. The creator of Conan and some of his other heroes, today on the Multimedia Chronicles.
Okay, put a marker there. And we want... Oh, he's slowly creeping up on you. He's using the cheap sounds. It's like he's playing with his food. There we go. And then we go over here. Create a new copy. We're going to adjust the actor from the Jersey died at age 32. Yeah, that's very, very young. That's crazy.
That's my spot.
Welcome back. So first off, we have a collection of his... Welcome back. So first off, we have a collection of historical adventures. Yeah, he actually wrote quite a lot of different genres. Most of you know the sword and sorcery stuff, and you know some of the horror stuff and whatnot. And but he did historical fiction, and that's actually a lot of what informed his Conan stories as well, was his knowledge of history and so forth. And well, this is a collection of them. We have Sword Woman. And no, that's not Red Sonja.
No! Scared the shit out of me. Unicorn boners for everybody. Woo!
Sword Woman. And no, that's not Red Sonja, for anyone wondering. Red Sonja was actually...
Oh, look at that. I think we got a bits battle going on in the chat here, guys. Been a long time since we've had one of those. Look at that. JL and Thomas fighting tooth and nail for the #1 spot. I've tackled the mom collection, editing the church's unwanted contributions throughout. I have done the first part. I have not done the other 6 yet. I'm kind of those aren't a huge rush because I want to make sure we've got some of the eBay listings up first before I start posting those videos. But I will get the videos done well in advance.
During Red Sonja was actually not a Robert E. Howard creation. During Red Sonja...
Oh, holy shit, look at that. That's a nice one. I like that alert. See, I haven't seen all of these since I made them, so as you guys have been discovering them, it's like they're new to me all over again. Holy shit. Well, Thomas just took a big lead with a 1,000 bit drop there. Very nice. Thank you. I think May is going to be a hell of a month, thanks to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you too much. And of course, Perlatin's missing a... Oh! Counters with another 1,000. Damn. They're like neck and neck. This could get expensive. Well, for them, but immensely entertaining for us. We're getting to see all the cool alerts I made months ago and nobody ever found. Hey, there we go. Very nice. Yeah, I like the retro vibes, can you tell? It's like retro and horror. That's kind of me. So where were we going here? We're trying to find where I say Red Sonja.
Red Sonja was actually... Wondering, Red Sonja was actually not a Robert E. Howard creation. She was created for the original Marvel Comics.
Can we grab a picture of the first appearance of Red Sonja?
Will you please stop saying that?
so evil. Oh, and with that, he just scooched into first place. We got a hype train incoming. If we get one more person to drop 100 bits or a sub or a gift sub, we can have this bits battle during a hype train. Yeah, that's even better. Wow. Hold on. Where did we just go? That's her first appearance. That's first full appearance. Which is it? Put up in 15 to 20 pounds. Why is this not her first full appearance? Case closed. Conan 24 is her first cover and first story dedicated solely to her. Why do so many of the slabs out there note this book is her first full appearance? Is showing up in 15 to 20 panels considered a cameo? Interesting. Very cool. But as much as I'd like her first appearance, I think her first issue actually has a more dynamic cover. So let's go with that. Exact matches, please. Higher the quality, the better. Wish we could just sort by resolution, highest to lowest, you know? Know what I mean? Ah. I wanted the cover. Oh, this is a reprint. No. We want to look at the original. Original. Oh, we're gonna lose the hype train. We need one other person to drop anything. 100 bits, a sub, a gift sub. Any of those will do. Soundboard. Any of that will do it. On Twitch, specifically. Yeah. There we are. That's not bad. Do we have large? Large. 30 seconds. 30 seconds and we lose the hype train. 30 seconds. Oh, we got another cheer. Oh, I think that gave us a little extra time on the hype train. We got an extra minute now. We need someone other than JL and Thomas to trigger it. Doesn't have to be much. It can just be 100 bits. Or like just about any sound on the soundboard that's 100 bits or more. Bits, bits, bits. Yeah. Oh, okay. That gave us an extra 5 minutes. Wow, I didn't know we could do that. That we could keep preloading the incoming. So we need someone else to do something to trigger the train. Meanwhile, thanks to all these bit drops and soundboards and stuff, it appears to be giving us some extra time on the clock to trigger the train. So all we need is 100 bits, a sub, or a gift sub. Or any combination thereof. Just anybody watching. One person. Yeah. So that'd be great. Then we get a hype train going. Woo! Hype! Well, I guess we can just go with this one. This is pretty good. Oh, we already grabbed it. Ugh, I'm an idiot. I'm not tired. What are you talking about? I'm not tired. I'm exhausted. Ha 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 ha. Not as high res as I was hoping, but it'll do. Little dab will do ya. Got Jimmy Neutron for Easter. All I need is Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah! Hold on.
Red Sonja was actually not a Robert E. Howard creation. She was created for the original Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics, and has since been licensed out to Dynamite Comics, who's been doing Red.
Okay. So we'll do, I'll just throw these in temp form for the moment. And we're going to get rid of that. I don't like that AVIF format. It feels like nothing recognizes it. Cruising down the highway. The Neon Drive. I'm just waiting for sales for these things. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Save that money. Like when in the fall, when the fall and winter, when the boutique labels all had like big sales. Some of them had really good sales, so I loaded up. Wow. You guys are both almost at 100. We're still waiting for one more person to trigger that hype train. All these bits could be going to the hype train right now. We need one person to drop like 100 bits. My God. We should go with the big jar, I think. We'll go with the big jar. Just while I'm picture hunting here. Dynamite. Everything is so expensive. Yes, yes it is. Oh, unicorn heart boners incoming. A lot of them. Oh, I forgot I set it so you could do 1 bits. But yeah, I mean, why not? Let's just fill up the jar. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll grab that one.
Comics, who's been doing Red Sonja stories for a long time. But this is not Red Sonja. Yeah, not much dancing going on. I can put on some music. Why don't I do that? It'll help me wake up. I got all of these Rave Busters ones in here. Ah! Holy crap, dude. Another 1,000. Boom. Just destroyed the jar. That's awesome. Look at that. Both JL and Thomas have cracked 10,000 bits. They've been having a fierce bit war for the past half hour or so. Yeah. Between yeah, it's a full-blown bits battle. We haven't had one of those in a long time. It's JL versus Thomas. Thomas is on a rampage here, making JL fight for every inch. I don't even know what half of these are. Let me actually, hold on. Let me clear these out. Yeah. Let's start fresh. Funky fresh. Yeah. How about some coffee blues? This is an Amiga track. Amiga.
I guess we missed the hype train. Although we did learn something valuable. That we can extend the clock. If people have already contributed and helped to get it triggered, keep dropping bits, they get more time for someone else to jump in and trigger the hype train. I think we extended it by like 10 minutes. Crazy to think these are 4-channel Amiga music modules. Uh-oh. Looks like Thomas has run out of ammo. Stories for a long time, but this is not Red. Yeah, Twitch had a few, like, channels where they would show shows. I remember Cosmos was on one of them. Hey! Jacob MVT. Thank you for the $5. Appreciate that. Yeah, and actually donos are really heavy. They clear out the jar fast. Oh, yeah. This one's got some attitude. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I need to play that. Oh, yeah. Indeed. Itchy. Oh, did one of your packages arrive? Nice. You mentioned Enter the Dragon was on the way? So this and the previous 4 tracks were by a duo called Chorus and Sid. Did a lot of these types of tracks for on the Amiga. Quite creative. It really show like just how much you could do with it. It didn't all have to be techno all the time, you know. Pretty cool. Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, yeah. That's supposed to be really good. Hall of Dame. Who plays him in that? The Executioner. Yeah, I got that Executioner set. The Sonny Chiba one. I grabbed it when I bought the... Oh, that's a nice Enter the Dragon set. Wow. Well, that's the one you were talking about, the HMV exclusive. Wow. Here we go here. Yeah, that's the one that Thomas got. Looks very nice. And then this just arrived, Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Jason Scott Lee. Gotcha. Any relation? Yeah, I hear that's an amazing film. Like, very respectful biography of Bruce. Yeah, so I have a different Street Fighter collection. I have one that I think it was Shout Factory put it out. And I have this as well. I got the Executioner collection too. So I figured, why not? You can never have too much Sonny Chiba in your collection, you know? I mean, come on. Dude's a legend. Brr. Anyway. Let's go back. So I found a bloody red background for the Red Sonja comics, so I'll show you what I did here.
For the original Marvel comics, and it's since been she was created for the Wondering. Red Sonja was actually not a Robert E. Howard creation. She was created for the original Marvel comics, and it's since been licensed out to Dynamite Comics, who's been doing Red Sonja stories for a long time. But this is not Red Sonja, even though she has red hair. This is Sword Woman, who is one of many historical characters that he wrote about. I'll just read the back of the book to you here for you, because it just makes it easier to kind of summate what everything is. So, the immortal legacy of Robert E. Howard, creator of Conan the Cimmerian, continues with this latest compendium of Howard's fiction and poetry. These adventures, set in medieval-era Europe and the Near East, are among the most gripping Howard ever wrote, full of pageantry, romance, and battle scenes worthy of Tolstoy himself. Most of all, they feature some of Howard's most unusual and memorable characters, including Cormac Fitzjoffrey, a half-Irish, half-Norman man of war who follows Richard the Lionhearted to 12th century Palestine, or, as it was known to the Crusaders, Outremer. Diego de Guzman, a Spaniard who visits Cairo in the guise of a Muslim on a mission of revenge, and the legendary sword woman, Dark Agnes, who, faced with an arranged marriage to a brutal husband in 16th century France, cuts the ceremony short with a dagger thrust and flees to forge a new identity on the battlefield. Lavishly illustrated by award-winning artist John Watkiss and featuring miscellanea, informative essays, and a fascinating introduction by acclaimed historical author Scott Odin, Sword Woman and Other Historical Adventures is a must-have for every fan of Robert E. Howard, who, in a career spanning just 12 years, won a place in the pantheon of great American writers. Yeah, so this is terrific stuff. So quite a variety of stories here. I'm not overly familiar with his historical adventures. I mostly just know his fantasy stuff. So this will be quite a treat to go through. And as you can see, I'm not going to read every single story that's in it, but there's quite a lot in here. These Del Rey collections are just packed with stuff. They're not just compilations of stories like a lot of other collections, like some of the other Conan collections and such, but they have quite a lot of additional material, not just the stories and illustrations, but also sometimes you'll have early drafts or alternate versions of the stories. You'll have story fragments, like stuff that he didn't finish, and all kinds of stuff. Really gives you a lot of insight into his creative process. Now, there were hardcover editions of all of these, and I understand some of the viewers actually informed me that the hardcover editions actually have the artwork in color, but the hardcover editions seem to be a little harder to come by, whereas the paperbacks have stayed in print forever and are actually quite easy to get. And, yeah, and I guess take up a little less shelf space, too. So next up, we have Brian McMorn, The Last King. Yeah, so this, and yeah, and I guess take up a little less shelf space too. So next up we have Brian McMorn, The Last King.
That is correct, right? Yes. Well, okay, we put the comics above. Got it.
Brian McMorn, The Last King. Yeah, so... Yeah, so this is an... Yeah, so this is another one I've been wanting to check out for quite a while. Another one of his more notable characters, in that he wrote a bunch.
I've heard people say Bruce Lee's style was more grounded, whereas Jackie Chan is over the top. Not sure what exactly that means, or if it's true. I have no clue. I'm a very new fan. Well, I mean, Jackie Chan is like a human tornado, whereas Bruce Lee will, like, you know, is a little more methodical and, I don't know, call it traditional. A calmer, more focused style, I guess. So...
of stories about him. This one's actually illustrated by Gary Gianni, who I believe did one of the Conan volumes as well. Some terrific illustrations in here. So I'll just quickly read the back here for you. From Robert E. Howard's fertile imagination sprang some of fiction's greatest heroes, including Conan the Cimmerian, King Kull, and Solomon Kane. But all of Howard's characters, none embodied his creator's brooding temperament more than Bran McMorn, the last king of a doomed race. In ages past, the Picts ruled all of Europe, but the descendants of those proud conquerors have sunk into barbarism, all save one, Bran McMorn, whose bloodline remains unbroken. Threatened by the Celts and the Romans, the Pictish tribes rally under his banner to fight for their very survival, while Bran fights to restore the glory of his race. Lavishly illustrated by award-winning artist Gary Gianni, this collection gathers together all of Howard's published stories and poems featuring Bran McMorn, including the eerie masterpiece Worms of the Earth and Kings of the Night, in which sorcery summons Kull the Conqueror from out of the depths of time to stand with Bran against the Roman invaders. Also included are previously unpublished stories and fragments, reproductions of manuscripts bearing Howard's handwritten revisions, and much, much more. And special bonus, a newly discovered adventure by Howard presented here for the very first time. So, yeah, definitely a key volume to have, just to, you know, fill in some gaps. You got Kull guest starring in one of them, and a never-before-seen story. So that's pretty cool. Definitely a welcome addition to the Robert E. Howard library. So let's just take a look at some of the illustrations here. Yeah, great stuff. So there's a combination of like painted and
I'm doing this one very basic,
sort of you know, sketch style illustrations, and the Conan volumes are very similar to that, where they have a variety of artwork in there. But really nice. Definitely going to enjoy checking that out. So this one kind of crosses over like a little bit of, you know, historical fiction, but mixed in with the sword and sorcery stuff that, you know, we started to see in Kull, which I think he did before Conan, if I'm not mistaken. It was kind of an early version of that. Next up, we have El Borak and Other Desert Adventures. So reading the back here, we got Robert E. Howard is famous for creating such immortal such immortal heroes as Conan the Cimmerian. Next up, we have
just do a zoom in on the
El Borak and Other Desert Adventures. So reading the back here, we got Robert E. Howard is famous for creating such immortal deja vu, such immortal heroes as Conan the Cimmerian, Solomon Kane, and Bran MacMorn. Less well known, but equally extraordinary, are his non-fantasy adventure stories set in the Middle East, and featuring such two-fisted heroes as Francis Xavier Gordon, known as El Borak, Kirby O'Donnell, and Steve Clarney. This trio of hard-fighting Americans, civilized men with more than a touch of the primordial in their veins, marked a new direction for Howard's writing and new territory for his genius to conquer. The wily Texan El Borak, a hardened fighter who stalks the sandscapes of Afghanistan like a vengeful wolf, is rivaled among Howard's creations only by Conan himself. In such classic tales as The Daughter of Erlik Khan, Three-Bladed Doom, and Sons of the Hawk, Howard proves himself once again a master of action, with plenty of eerie atmosphere. His plotting becomes tighter and twistier than ever, resulting in stories worthy of comparison to Jack London and Rudyard Kipling. Excuse me. Every fan of Robert E. Howard and aficionados of great adventure writing will want to own this collection of the best of Howard's desert tales, lavishly illustrated by award-winning artists Tim Bradstreet and Jim and Ruth Keegan. Tim Bradstreet is an artist I'm quite familiar with. He used to do a lot of illustrations for Vampire the Masquerade back in the 90s. Great stuff. So just take a peek here, see if we can get a couple of pictures. Where are we here? Yeah, there we go. Like, look at that. Awesome. Yeah, this is some good stuff. And we got some paintings and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun one too. And then finally, last but most certainly not least, we have the horror stories of Robert E. Howard. Yeah, so needless to say, there's some Solomon Kane in here, which of course I have the Solomon Kane collection. So there's a little bit of overlap here, but I thought, yeah, there's probably a lot of other stuff in here that I don't have because, you know, while while some of the fantasy stuff kind of dips into horror territory from time to time, they're not really straight up horror stories. So this one was definitely of interest to me. So let's give this a quick once over here. So Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of Conan the Barbarian, was also a master. Yeah. Pause. Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of Conan the Barbarian, was also a master at conjuring tales of hair-raising horror in a career. So this one was definitely of interest to me. So let's give this a quick once over here. So Robert E. Howard here. So Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of Conan the Barbarian, was also a mad master.
A mad master.
Here, so Robert E. Howard. So Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard, renowned. So Robert E. Howard. Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of Conan. Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of quick once over here. So Robert E. Howard, renowned creator of Conan the Barbarian, was also a master at conjuring tales of hair-raising horror. In a career spanning only 12 years, Howard wrote more than 100 stories, with his most celebrated work appearing in Weird Tales, the preeminent pulp magazine of the era. Fun fact, H.P. Lovecraft got his start in Weird Tales as well. I think they actually knew each other, too. Here are Howard's greatest horror tales, all in their original definitive versions. Some of Howard's best-known characters,
that's interesting.
Kane,
Die
Brad
Hard, the board game,
and Sailor Steve Costigan among them, roam the forbidding locales of the author's fevered imagination, from the swamps and bayous of the deep south to the fiend-haunted woods outside Paris to remote jungles in Africa. The collection includes Howard's masterpiece, Pigeons from Hell, which Stephen King calls one of the finest horror stories of the 20th century. A tale of two travelers who stumble upon the ruins of a southern plantation and into the maw of its fatal secret. In Black Canaan, even the best warrior has little chance of taking down the evil voodoo man with unholy powers, and none at all against his wily mistress, the diabolical high priestess of Damballa. In these and other lavishly illustrated classics, such as the revenge nightmare Worms of the Earth and the Cairn on the Headland, Howard spins tales of unrelenting terror, the legacy of one of the world's great masters of the macabre. So there we go. So how could I pass that up? That sounds awesome. And of course we have Solomon Kane on the cover there. So Greg Staples, let's take a look here and we'll see some of the, just a couple of the pieces of artwork here. Well, I mean right there we got this, I mean that almost looks like Bernie Wrightson. Very cool. You got the werewolf coming at the guy there. Very nice. And if we head a little deeper, see if we can get one of the full page ones. Oh yeah. Oh, that looks awesome. Nice. I do love a good werewolf story. But yeah, and just I love like the moody atmosphere. Yeah, they definitely got a good artist. I mean, all of these really picked terrific artists for the interior illustrations. But yeah, these are great stuff. So, is it gonna sit there? No, it's not gonna sit there. Let's just put it there. And we'll kind of, well, here we'll do this, and maybe we can move this over a little bit. Kinda. Sorta. Kinda, sorta, kinda. There we go. That's alright. There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that is it. So the only other ones remaining, if I want to be like totally anal retentive, complete illustrations. But, sit there. No, it's not gonna sit there. Let's just put it there, and we'll kinda, well, you know. There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that is it. So the only other ones remaining.
What the fuck, man? Can you?
There we go. I can get a bit of a better.
I think that's good.
There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that is it. So the only other one. There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that is it. So the only other ones remaining, if I want to be like totally anal retentive completist, is there's 2 volumes that are just called The Best of Robert E. Howard, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all, gonna sit there. No, it's not gonna sit there. Let's just put it there and kind of. There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that.
There.
There we go. I can get a bit of a better look there, I think. Alrighty, and that is it. So the only other ones remaining, if I want to be like totally anal retentive completist, is there's 2 volumes.
There we are. Oh, you got nice big ones. Are those big? Yeah, they are large. Excellent.
That are just called the best of Robert E. Howard, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of the material in that are just called the. There's 2 volumes that are just called the.
Okay. Where do I put the comics? Where were the comics? There? Okay, good. And that's where we want to put those book covers. Actually, something occurs to me. Let's do something even more elaborate and needlessly complex.
Best of Robert E. Howard, and I'm pretty sure. Best of Robert E. Howard, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of the material in that is in all the other books that I already have. But I'm going to double check that, and maybe some all the other books that I already.
Hold on. We want to do this. And where the hell was it? Oh, it's up there. Okay. And then this one too. Yeah, so I thought we'd just put them up side by side. Just be a second here. close. Then we go in here, and we do positive 775. There we go. And then this would be 0. And perfect. If we do 800, I like to do the numbers because then it's very precise. Yeah, that looks a little better. Okay, so
just called The Best of Robert E. Howard, and I'm pretty sure most, if not all, of the material in that is in all the other books that I already have. But I'm going to double check that, and maybe some of you know. I'm sure a lot of you out there watching this have all of these, and would know for certain. So let me know if you know if there's any overlap there, and if there's enough original material, then I'll pick those up as well, and we'll properly complete the set. But anyway, great to finally have these. These have been kind of sitting in my Amazon cart under saved for later for literal, probably about a decade. Basically since I bought the other books. So it's great to finally have them in the collection and to have the Robert E. Howard collection that much closer to being complete. But I think, this covers most of the stuff I'm most interested in anyway. I wanted obviously his fantasy stuff, his horror stuff, and his historical fiction, which kind of rides the line between both. And now we've basically got everything. So, cool. Gotta love it. Alrighty, that is it for me to you for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.
Church with the cone.
Just in time, Church came back from my room and is licking his cone again. And sayonara.
We'll just have a couple of licks in there. And guess what, folks? We just finished another one. Yes, indeedly doodly. Where the hell is it supposed to go? Right? Yeah.
So, cool. Gotta love it. Alrighty, that is it for me to you for now, folks. Hope you enjoyed. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.
Yeah. $15. That's a good, respectable length. Okay, so that's 4 down. Oh, I need to go stretch and pee and stuff. I'll be back. should probably make some food or something. Don't think I've eaten anything since we had 4 hot dogs. Or alternatively, I could get these 4 videos rendering overnight and go to bed. I think that's a good idea. I like the sound of going to bed. I think we've had a good night tonight. Got a couple of fairly complicated ones. This one was complicated. There was a lot of extra bits in there, but some of them are going to be like that, and others will be like the book update there, which was, fairly straightforward. It looks so symmetrical compared to the others that look a little more chaotic, But, yes, that'll give us another 4 in the can. No sleep, stay up forever. I'm not a young man anymore, otherwise I might. But, yeah, so I guess later today we will come back and do more editing, but I think hopefully this time we can get right into it, and I don't have any other sort of pressing things to do. I just had that one addendum to do to the Frank package, and just a little blurb about he asked me about a Flintstones special, and I realized I actually did know what he was talking about. I didn't recognize it at the time, but one of the viewers reminded me, and I actually did have a few things to say about it. So, anyway, that went good. I'm going to get these biatches rendering. Why is it putting it in project files? That's just silly. Where the hell am I putting them? Right, in temp render, MMC uploads. There we go. Oh. Yes, correct, Travis. That is what I was talking about. All right. Well, folks, this cranky old man is going to bed. We had a good night, though. Got a lot done. But I think tomorrow, with an earlier start, we can get even more done for the last day before the big relaunch. I've already got enough videos in the queue that were good for the relaunch, but we got to get more than just a day ahead, right? So anyway, I'm gonna head off for now. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Hope you had a good time. It was a pretty fun night. Just crazy bits, and got some donos and a whole bunch of stuff. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. I will see you next time. Until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara. That's the wrong button. There. See ya.
We are all afraid. Okay? It's quite a statement. But we are, we're in a time and a place where I don't know, I certainly have not been here before. And I'll tell you, I'm oftentimes very anxious myself about using my voice, because retaliation is real, and that's not right. But that's what you've asked me to do. We are all afraid.
There's a golden chain.
Do I make you nervous, Doctor?
Karen Black, a major star, creates a television first.
There's a golden chain wrapped around it to keep the spirit from making the doll come to life.
Face to face to face with the unbearable unknown. Trilogy of terror.
Oh boy.